Hey guys, I want to show two ways I purify my water. One is this way I've been using for the past 25 years. Is an iodine solution. Has USB iodine crystals in there. Some people like to say, "Oh my God," but fact of the matter, I've been using this for 25 years. I've never had any effect. Now, with that said, there are some who may be very highly allergic or sensitive to iodine. So you might want to use something else. Another one I have here is a water filter. And a little technique I'm going to show that has worked. I forgot something. I need to show you exactly how I use this to purify or kill my water. One is open it, and then I pour the iodine solution into it. And there we have it. The unfortunate thing is it needs to sit at least 30 minutes. And if it's cold water, it needs to sit longer. And when it is finally set, what you need to do is loosen your cap. Alright? Turn your bottle upside down and shake it a bit until you get a little leakage. You want to do that. You want to coat the threads, of your water bottle, because that way Giardia, which is prevalent in this river and streams, can get you. So there you go. Let me show you the water pump. Okay, this is my other standby of purifying water, which is I'm glad it took, because there's one drawback of using the iodine is it takes a long time. Aside from it purifying the water, it takes a long time for the crystals to reactivate in the water. So with that said, this is what I'm using right here, is a Kadyn Hiker water purifier. So let me show you an interesting technique that I've discovered that helps save aggravation. Okay, one of the things I've discovered that's quite aggravating is when I'm pumping this, is the part that sucks in the water likes to move around, and sometimes it'll go right into the area full of silt and everything whatnot. So what I did is I resolved it by putting a little rock on top of it to where it's not pinching the tube. Oh. Let me show you something else that I've used. As we all know, you've noticed that I have some cord around here that how am I going to do this here? If you put the, hold on here please. Okay. Is when you put the tube in there and you start pumping and it starts filling with water, the water has a tendency to try to rocket the tube out. And it's happened to me more than once where it came flying out and landed back into the water, where I had a few choice words about it. So let me show you what this cord is used for. Okay, so what I did is I put a cinch knot or a slip knot around the tube, and when I pump it, it's going to hold it in there, not cause it to want to fly out. So that's a little something that's good to know, hey? Alright, well, there's the 3 different ways I use to purify water. It is on the right over here is the chemical purification, the water filtration, and the ubiquitous standby boiling method. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of each? Well, for the boiling, it's going to take a time for it to cool down. In fact, the warmer the weather, the longer it's going to take to cool down. The second one, the water filtration, is the disadvantage of that is you have parts, and it could clog or break on you, and you'd be up the river without a creek. The disadvantage of the chemical is it takes time. Like the boiling method, it takes time, if not longer, than the boiling method to purify or to kill the water, so to speak. In addition, it takes a while for the crystals to activate, even though they're starting to activate now, as you can tell by the tinge of the water. Advantage of the boiling method: once it's boiled, it's boiled. It's done. You know, I guess you see the disadvantage is you need a fire. Probably the number one advantage of the filtration is once you get it into your bottle, it's ready to go. You can drink right there and now. The advantage of the chemical is, you know, the crystal, the little bottle right there, is very small and lightweight, and you can put it in a small pocket of your pack. So there you have it. Advantages and disadvantages of each type of purification. In addition, let me show you another way that you could use to help purify your water. Okay. In addition to help with the additional purification is good old sunlight. It works really well, especially where I live in the desert and here at 10,000 feet where you're about a mile closer to the sun. Around sea level, it's a little bit harder, but you can leave this out in the sun for a couple of hours and it will kill most organism. Mostly. Not 100% guaranteed. But there are people who said that, you know, it works very well to the sunlight to purify water. So, again, take it for what you will. I'll stick to with what I know and you stick to what you know. So there you go.